Alright, so hey guys, sorry it took me so long to post this video. I was supposed to do it like a week or so ago, but I've been busy because my sister just had her baby boy, so I'm visiting her right now, so I've been a little preoccupied, so I apologize. Um, yeah, basically this video, I'm gonna try and keep it as short as possible. I just been getting some questions from some people about how they can get started on being a model because they want to be a model. Um, so I'm just gonna give people the tips and advice and the steps that I went about to do this when I decided that I was going to really pursue modeling um, as something serious. So, firstly, the biggest thing is once you decide you want to do it, you should probably the first thing you need to do anything is a portfolio. So you would need headshots. So if you don't have anything else, like if you've never done modeling at all ever in your whole life, the first thing you would need is headshots. So that's one of the first things I did. Is went and just got some headshots. They're really simple. You don't really have to do anything. It's really you just it's just a basic photo of yourself, with the least amount of makeup on, the least amount of work. There's hardly anything you have to do. You basically just need a couple face shots, head shots, left and right shots, and full body shots. Most photographers know what a headshot is when you ask them. They know what you expect from that. After that, I would recommend getting onto some of these websites with the resources for meeting photographers. When I first started, I did Backstage for a while. I didn't keep it because I didn't have reels and stuff because I wanted to do both. I want to do both acting and modeling. So that site's still really good for acting. I mean, for modeling jobs. The first competition I was ever offered to be in out in New York, I got through Backstage. Um, and it was by a company called Blitz, Blitz. I think that's how it's spelled. And they reached out and through Backstage. That's how I got that job. I don't really use them as much as I did before. Well, I'm using them more now than I was before. Because like I said, I stopped because I didn't have the reels that I needed to do the acting aspect. That is something you need if you want to act. If you don't have any acting experience, um, which I didn't, I actually had a friend who helped me get into it. That's actually always helpful too. But we're not talking about acting right now. We're talking about what you need to start building, to start being a model. So portfolio pictures. So a really good website to get on is Model Mayhem. So it's a great place for models to meet photographers. That's exactly what the whole shebang is for. The website itself is to meet photographers, apply for castings, and really just grow your portfolio. I would recommend in the beginning if people offer you a paid shoot, you can get paid shoots in the very beginning of your modeling career. Take them, take them, take them, take them. That's huge. But a lot of times in starting out, a lot of photographers, you will end up doing photo shoots in exchange for pictures. So basically, you guys just help each other out with portfolios. They're growing their portfolio, you're growing your portfolio. I think they're called TFPs. I don't want to repeat. I think it's TPF. I think so. But yeah, basically they're just photos in exchange for work. So you would do a shoot with that person. Sometimes they provide hair and makeup. Sometimes you provide your own. Sometimes they provide props. Sometimes you provide your own. Yeah, so you would do a photo shoot in exchange for getting photos from the photographer, and he would be able to use your photographers for his portfolio as well. Um, you'll probably get a ton of those before you. I'm not going to say you won't get any paid stuff, but you'll get a lot of those. You'll see a lot of castings for that kind of stuff, which is perfect as a new model to do that, just to build your portfolio. It's fantastic just to build your portfolio. Another thing that I didn't really think about, or well, I did, but not in extent until until I got further into my modeling career, is making your branding yourself. So deciding what type of model you want to be, what type of model you want to portray yourself as, what type of work you want people to call you for, to do. For example, I now that I have now that I've educated myself and I understand what it is to brand yourself, in more extent, I branded myself as a fitness model. So I would like to do both fitness drinks and clothes, anything involved in fitness and health, as well as swimwear and ready to wear. Um, so yeah, like so that because there's so many different genres in the modeling industry, urban, couture, high fashion, um, and I am not a high fashion model. So yes, that's very important. Branding yourself, figuring out what you want people to see you as a brand. Um, I'm also a chef, so in branding myself, I and being involved in health, I would a part of my brand is bringing healthy foods, introducing healthy foods, being able to prepare healthy food for modeling, for models, show models that all um, healthy food isn't nasty or gross or tastes horrible and bland. So that is, I am in that process of branding myself. Also, branding takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. Yeah, there's a, it's my advice. These are all the things that people told me when I first started. Portfolio pictures. Also, as you go along, as you meet people, as you do your photo shoots and things like that, resume. Make sure you build a resume. Add to your resume for casting. Sorry, for castings or anything that you do. Add that onto your resume, even if it's something small. Um, and your resume will grow. The biggest thing is also um, networking. So if you want to be a model or start modeling or get into modeling, you need to be networking with um, other people who are doing the same thing or trying to do the same thing. That's really big because the only way you're going to grow and the only way you're going to explain yourself as a model is by networking. So, yeah, that is, that's actually very important because you can't grow as a model if you do not network and show your face. Brand yourself, network, let people know who you are, what you want, where you're trying to go. Um, Commitment, dedication, be on time, be there. If you want to do it, if you say you're going to do it, you need to be there to do it. If you can't, you need to let people know in advance. Um, but the biggest thing when you are, you know, even throughout the whole modeling career, is when you're going to casting calls and things like that, be on time. Be exactly how they tell you to be, even if nobody else is dressed the way, in the way the email told you or the way the letter told you. If they say all black and you come in and everybody's wearing gray and white, oh well, you did what you said, what they said. That's big. Um, Always make sure you're ready and prepared. I know one of my mentor Taz always says, life happens, things happen, but because consistency and dedication are big, and being and just following through what it is that you need to do, learning and not being afraid to ask questions from people who are more experienced than you, ask questions from people who are in the industry longer than you. Questions. That's actually really huge. Never be afraid to ask questions if you don't understand, if you're afraid to get yelled at, whatever, just do it anyway, ask questions. And I think lastly, I mean, that's the basis of getting started. Portfolio, so headshots, not full portfolio, but headshots, full body shot. Build your resume as you go. Get on these, get on the networking, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, get into those Facebook groups for photographers and models and all that stuff, as well as get you a page on some website that's specifically for finding work through models, where you can get castings and stuff. But also be very careful, because you don't. There are people out there who will take advantage of that. So just be smart on any site. You know, be smart about money, resources. Make sure you know what you're getting into. Ask questions. Ask other people. I have a friend who's been a really big resource. Sarah Weber. Actually, she has her own YouTube page, just Sarah Weber, and she actually helped me get into when I started really committing to being a fitness model, and really getting into the healthy nutrition part of it. She was a big part of helping me get there. So using the resources around you are also a big deal. You never know who's around you who could actually help you get to where you are trying to go. So that's why networking is important. Yeah, and finally, this is a tough game. This is a tough industry to go into. There are tons of models. There are models everywhere. There are some that are better than you. There are some that you feel like are better than you. That there's always gonna be somebody out there that you feel as though is better than you, or feel intimidated by and threatened by, or just the nose from the constant castings and trying being in fashion shows. And it's hard, it's rough, and it can be stressful, but at the end of the day, dedication and commitment is the key, because it will all pay off. I've been doing it for about 4 years now, and I love it. It's been a roller coaster. It's been ups and downs, and but at the end of the day, I've taken the advice of the people around me. I'm not afraid to ask for help, and I just never quit. And that's the biggest thing. Take those no's and just keep pushing for that next yes, because you might get 100 no's, but that one yes might be the yes that changes everything. And on that note, I'm going to say thank you again for all the people who watched my video that I posted. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I would love some feedback. Comment underneath, share, follow, subscribe. Well, I guess it's subscribe, not really follow on YouTube. But share it, comment, like it, and subscribe. And I would love some feedback on some other things that you guys would like to hear and know about, so that anything about me personally or my modeling, any questions or anything like that, that would be awesome. I'm going to continue to do my best. I am currently working on a couple of songs and stuff, so I might post those on my page just to share them with you guys for some feedback and things like that. Because this blog is just pretty much sharing every aspect of my entertainment life with you guys, just my life in general, because you guys might get to see some food stuff at some point. Yes, thank you so much for the support, everybody who's watched them, and I hope to continue to keep being able to do this for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and everybody enjoy the rest of your night. Happy Friday.